Good morning, students. So after completion of lesson 2 and one poem, today we will discuss one more poem only. Lesson 3 and 4 we will discuss it afterwards. So today coming to page number 46. Page number 46, The Way Through the Woods. Today we will take this poem. So at first, before going through any poem or any piece of literature, you should know about the writer. So who is the writer here? Joseph Rudyard Kipling. You must have heard his name. The most famous work of this poet, short story writer and novelist is The Jungle Book. Jungle Book, Mowgli, you must have understood this. ये आपने पढ़ा है, देखा है, सुना है. So, at first, Joseph Rudyard Kipling was an English journalist, short story writer, poet and novelist. Who was he? English journalist, short story writer, poet and novelist. He is most well known for writing the novel The Jungle Book, okay, in 1894. And his short stories are very good for children, and they are considered classics of children's literature today. Today, the children's literature, a number of stories are there that are classics in the field of literature for children. The stories are considered classics in the literature which are made for children today. So here at first you should understand, you should know something about this poem, The Way Through the Woods. As the title suggests, The Way Through the Woods. Woods means jungle. Okay, wood यहाँ ये नहीं है लकड़ी, it is forest. The way through the woods. हम लोग क्या है, so in if you have been to forest, आप देखते होंगे there are a number of trees, shrubs and herbs. The way, कभी imagine किया आपने कभी भी कि that there must be any kind of way. अभी suppose that your school is here, ये इंटीरियर में है. So have you ever imagined कि यहाँ क्या होगा कभी? Maybe around about 100 years ago or 70 years ago, वहाँ पे क्या होगी? जंगल होगी. Now there is the building and the road is clear. But here the forest is full of the trees, shrubs and herbs. So have you ever imagined कि कहीं वहाँ road हुआ करता होगा? So The Way Through the Woods is a poem that is filled with mystery. Mystery, you must know that. It describes a path through the woods that is now overgrown with grass. और क्या है वहाँ पे? grasses हो गए and shrubs. But it also suggests that there is something in the woods that still follows the route where the old path used to be. And it suggests that there must be a path before 70 years or 100 years. However, the speaker never really makes it clear as to what is truly happening in the wood, as the speaker is not mentioning making it clear that what was truly happening in the wood, क्या होता था वहाँ पे. It is only based on the imagination here, on the mystery. So at first, and this is the open-ended poem. What kind of poem it is? Open-ended poem. Open-ended poem is the poem does not end on some पर्टिकुलर थिंग. आप इसका कुछ भी लगा सकते हो. एट लास्ट यू शुड हैव इमेजिन कि आप कुछ भी हो सकता है इस पोएम में. इट इज ओपन एंडेड, मीन्स द एंड इज नॉट क्वाइट क्लियर हियर, एंड इज नॉट पर्टिकुलर हियर. ओके, एंड वन मोर थिंग, व्हाट इज द थीम ऑफ द पोएम? एट फर्स्ट यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड द थीम ऑफ द पोएम. सो इट इज द पावर ऑफ नेचर ओवर मैन. Just like now we are surviving in an environment that is of this COVID-19. So it is showing us that the nature is more powerful than man. So this poem also suggests you about the power of nature over man. So it is a struggle between man's creation and nature's power of regrowing. So nature's power of regrowing. कभी वह इंसान हुआ करता था. सपोज दैट यू आर रिसाइडिंग एट अ होम और आप उस घर को छोड़ देते हो. सो व्हाट हैपेंस आफ्टर सम टाइम, आफ्टर सम ईयर्स, आफ्टर मेनी ईयर्स, द हाउस विल लुक लाइक हॉन्टेड हाउस. सो द नेचर इज ऑलवेज पावरफुल देन मैन्स क्रिएशन. वी हैव क्रिएटेड अ नंबर ऑफ थिंग्स, बट नेचर इज ऑलवेज पावरफुल देन अस. सो दिस पोएम टेल्स अस अबाउट the nature's power over man's creation. So now coming to the poem, this Yes, coming to the poem, they shut the road through the woods 70 years ago. Weather and rain have undone it again, and now you would never know. And one more thing here, I have taught you rhymes and alliteration. Rhyme scheme, that is rhyme, and alliteration. So from this poem, this is homework for today. From this poem, you have to find out the rhymes. Where the words are rhyming, I'll give you an example, and alliteration. Alliteration here is the repetition of same consonant sound, same sound. Alliteration is the repetition of same sound. So, and rhyme here, just like here, ago, no, o, the sound o is created here. Okay, then trees, anemones. So you have to find out these words, rhyme and alliteration. The figures of speech that I have taught you, the use of the figures of speech is there in your poem only. So in this paragraph that I have read now, recited now, they shut the road through the woods 70 years ago. Weather and rain have undone it again, and now you would never know. And they who is they here? They means here, the poet is talking about the people. They shut the road through the wood. The poet is talking about the people who have shut the road through the wood 70 years ago. 70 years ago means 70 years before the road was shut through the woods. The road that was through the woods, it was shut. Weather and rain have undone it again, and now you would never know. And you are not going to know here either the road was there or not, only because of what? Weather and rain. मौसम क्या होता है? When बारिश होती है तो क्या होता है? जो खुला जगह होता है, there we have a number of grasses. The grasses grow. So the weather and only because of weather and rain, it has been undone again. There was once a road through the woods before they planted the trees, and there was a road, there might be a road through the woods where now the trees have been planted. जहाँ पे अभी पेड़ है, might be, जैसे suppose see here in the picture only, you are seeing here a number of trees are there. So there might be one road in the past before they planted the trees. It is underneath the coppice and heath and the thin anemones. Only the keeper sees that where the ringdove broods and the badgers roll at ease. There was once a road through the woods, and it is underneath the coppice and heath. Coppice means an area in the woods where trees and bushes have been cut to ground level. So coppice is the area where trees and bushes, जब हम लोग पेड़ और जो भी bushes होता है, when we cut it to the ground level, तो क्या होता है? It becomes very pointed. So that is known as coppice. And then heath. Heath is an area of open land covered in wild grass and bushes. Where the wild grasses are there and bushes are there, that area, that open land is known as heath. And the thin anemones. Anemones here are the flowers, a kind of flowers here. Only the keeper sees. Who is the keeper? Though the keeper is the person who might have taken care of that wood. That where the and only the keeper sees. कौन देखा होगा? The keeper might be of 70-80 years, or might be he had heard from his father or grandfather about that way through the woods. So where the ringdove brood. Ringdove here is a kind of bird. Is a kind of bird here, ringdove. So brood there that relaxed, and the badgers roll at ease. Badger is a kind of animal that rolls at ease. Means वहाँ पे जब भी at that time when the forest was not there, the woods were not there. So at that time the ringdove must be there, the badgers must be there. At that time वो लोग आराम से, they must have relaxed there. There was once a road through the wood, and the poet is again telling that there was once a road through the wood. Yet, if you enter the woods of a summer evening late, when the night air cools on the trout-ringed pools, and if you enter the wood, might be at that time, if you enter the wood of a summer late evening. Summer evening late means, summer evening late is very cool. In the summer season, just now we have the summer season. So in summer season, what happens? The evening is quite cool, and when the night air cools on the trout-ringed pool. Trout means here, he is a kind of fish. Trout ringed pools means वो क्या ऐसे करके when they jump, they make a ring. They make a ring in the pool. In the night air, the trout relax there in the pool. Where the otter whistles his mate. Otter whistles his mate means otter is a kind of is a kind of animal here, and it whistles. Whistles means city bajana. So it gives a sound, it creates a sound, so that it is asking, it is calling his mate. Mate means friend. Makes a whistling sound so that his mate can find him. So they fear not men in the woods, because they see so few. They fear not men in the wood. Why? Because at that time the men was not there, because they see so few. So when just now the current environment, the current situation that we are facing, abhi kya ho raha hai, we come to know about a number of news through our TV channels or mobile, that some kinds of animals, some rare animals are found in the environment. Why? Because the public is not there on the road, so the animals are not afraid. The animals are not afraid of the men, of the people. Just now here in Gujarat also you must have seen peacock. So nowadays the peacock are seen on the roads, on the flats आपको दिख रहा होगा, on the trees. Why? Because they are not getting afraid of the people on the road, so they are coming out of their environment. So just like that, the otter whistles his mate, because they didn't have any kind of fear from the men in the woods, because they see so few. क्योंकि उस वक्त क्या था, only some persons, only a few people were seen. You will hear the beat of a horse's feet when you go to the wood. Maybe the horse's feet were there. And the swish of a skirt in the dew. Swish of a skirt, it is based on mystery. The supernatural element. Supernatural element क्या है? अंधविश्वास. अंधविश्वास जो हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, जो it is based on the superpowers, the supernatural elements. So might be the swish of a skirt, the girl in the skirt must be seen there, might be seen there in the wood. Steadily cantering through the misty solitude. Steadily cantering through. Cantering here is used to describe a horse running at a medium speed. Cantering, when a horse run, so what kind of a kind of sound is produced? So at a medium speed, जोर से नहीं, at a medium speed, when the horse is running, a kind of sound is produced, and that is known as cantering through the misty solitude. Why here misty solitude here means? Solitude means lonely places where there are no people about. Solitude means अकेलापन. Loneliness is also अकेलापन, but there is a difference between solitude and loneliness. Solitude here is to enjoy one's solitude, means when we are in solitude, हम लोग अकेले होते हैं, and if we are enjoying our loneliness, then it is solitude. But when we are not enjoying our loneliness, हमें ऐसा लग रहा है मेरा कोई फ्रेंड नहीं है, मेरे साथ कोई नहीं खेलता, then it is loneliness. हमें अकेलापन फील होता है. But when we are alone and we are enjoying it, then it is solitude. So this is the positive form of loneliness. So in the misty solitude means the horses and all the things were enjoying their solitude, as though they perfectly knew the old lost road through the wood. And it is telling that these all animals or birds or the swish in the skirt, swish of a skirt, they perfectly knew the way through the road, the old lost road that we don't have any idea about. But there is no road through the wood. But now there is no road through the wood. So this is open-ended poem. Why? Because the poet here, the writer, has not cleared what happened. Either the road was there or not. So he is only imagining, only by seeing the forest, by going through the forest, he is just imagining कि there might be some kind of road through the way through the wood. So I hope this must be clear to you. If you have any problem, you can message me or call me. You will go through the poem, and what you have to do, you have to write down the glossary in your notebooks, or the difficult words that you don't understand, you will write them also. And the rhyme, you have to find out the rhyme from the rhyming words from the poem, and the alliteration. Alliteration here is the repetition of consonant sound, and rhyme here, rhyme means कि जो हमारा words match करता है, as I have already told you when I started this lesson. So you will go through this poem. This is your homework. I will mention that in the video also, the homework. And the next day we will discuss the question answer, and after completion of this poem we will go through our next lesson. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.